Hello everyone, and welcome back to Gentoo Rescue. We just did this transplant subworld here and learned about... Well, we didn't learn any new... That's not true. I was going to say we learned about, like, importing and exporting items, but we already knew all that, and this world taught us about more of that, but no new concepts involving that. It did, however, teach us about throwing items, which could be important someday. So... What else can I do here? I remember this world has yellows, so I need to import some yellow into this world in order to solve it. I don't even know what item I could get. Like, none of the ones I've seen before would do anything here. So there has to be some new kind of item I have to learn to get here. And then I have to bring in a yellow carrying it somehow. So this one we're not making progress on today. I guess it would be this yellow. Oh. So maybe I could throw an item to this yellow using the new information about how to throw items? What do I have available to export here? You won't even tell. Oh, it's okay. It's got icons over them of what I could export. And when I click through, they don't show up because I'm not allowed to export because I'm not there. But I could export, yeah. I could get him a spring, probably. Doesn't seem very helpful. A cane or a bomb is nothing. Well, just for fun, let's actually get him that spring and see if it's true that I can get it there. No. Because only items that are thrown when you pick up a new item can land back on the grid. An animal that launches carrying an item doesn't throw it. Right. Okay. So how would I get here? It's easy if I come from here, but is there another way? Not sure. Because, like, if I could... What I'm imagining is, what if I could somehow, like, throw a spring to this square? And then move over all this with a hammer, right? I would fly through the wall and these things, pick up the spring on the other side of the wall, and then bounce off of this square and land here. That could do something. I don't immediately see how to do it, though. I mean, forget about immediately. It seems like I'm very far away from that. So can I get down to this area? Oh, I can get a cane? When did that happen? Okay, sure. Oh, that was at the end of... That was at, like, the end of yesterday, or 2 days ago video, when I was just finding everything I could export from this, but then looking around for other stuff I could do, and I forgot about all the stuff I can do here. Okay. Well, how did I get here again? I need a spring. Just go die. I mean, I can solve this puzzle now. I beat the game? The end. Complete Gentoo Rescue, it says. But it's got question marks. There's a lot of puzzles left. I beat the main menu. Or the main overworld, I guess? The end, question mark. Okay, we get to look at the credits. That's cool. So it's I kind of appreciate when a game gives you permission to say you're done if you want and to continue otherwise. Like I didn't play Blueprints, and I really would have liked to, but I think I've said this in some videos. I spoiled myself by watching too much of it, and every time I was like, wow, this part looks really cool, but now that I've seen it, I don't think there's anything interesting left in the game. I don't want to play it, so I'll just watch some more of the video, and then it just kept getting cooler, and eventually I had seen enough that I was like, I'm not sure why I would play this now. Anyway, but Blueprints, you know, there's multiple different stages of victory condition in that game. And I think I know myself well enough to basically say, to believe that if I got to room 46, I would say, yeah, I'm done. Thanks for letting me call that a victory. And there's a bunch more you can do after that, but I don't think I would have had the perseverance to go through it all. Oh, new music. Okay, but anyway, we're back in the game now. So this is accumulation variant where red has a cane, and this is just pass. Ah, this is about throwing items, I think. Okay, well, let's go back and have a look at what the other one's about first. Just lots of shit. Here's 15 new items. Learn how they work. Oh boy. Okay, maybe I will declare victory. That's too much. But okay, let's see what's going on in pass first, because throwing items seems cool. Fling. So this is about getting the cane to the right place. Right? Oh, I see. No, you need to pass the cane back and forth, yeah? Because you need a cane here in order to turn right. But if you stand here with a cane, you'll be dead. Like, if you try to walk this way, you can't do that. So you need like a cane here and a bomb here or here in order to win. How can I do both of those things? Because it seems to me that whenever I throw one item... Oh, the cane could be here. That would be fine. It doesn't have to be here. Or indeed, it could be here. Yes, so I can pick up the cane as I throw the bomb here, walk around the corner, pick up the bomb. So I have to get the cane here while holding the bomb. Got it. So the only possible first step is this, I think, and then that. Wait, I'm not sure that's anything. Because now the cane's going to go back over here. Can I do this? Is this anything? Maybe? No, because a cane that's here I can never pick up because I can't get to this square. Wait, sorry. But a bomb that's there I could pick up, and the cane would go somewhere else when I did that. Like here, for example. Yeah. So I could go here and... Right. This throws a cane to a place where I can never get it back. As far as I know, I can never go there. Or pick up items that are there. And so maybe I want to do that, but let's have a look at this one where it doesn't disturb the cane that's on that square. Volley. So if I do this... No. If I do this... An item that lands on another item launches... Or some things that item? Okay, specifically perpendicular to the right. So that's like 90 degrees clockwise of the original fling direction. Yeah, that's what this animation is depicting. Okay. So now that I know that rule, what am I trying to do in this puzzle? I need to get a hammer to blue while green has a cane? Well, this doesn't work. No, they... But that is the goal. Get a hammer to blue while green has a cane. There's so few options here, and yet I don't know what to do. So, if I'm throwing the hammer, which I have to do to complete the puzzle, it must be because I'm holding the cane. No. Yes? It must be because I was holding the hammer and I'm picking up the cane. But how do I do that while facing the correct direction? I can do this, but that flings it the wrong way. I can do this, but now they're each holding the item the other wants. Oh! Blue has to get this bomb out of the way first. Actually, what happens if you throw an item onto an animal? He picks up the new one. Interesting. So I think I could have... Oops. I could have done something similar if I did this first, right? Right. But now the two of them can swap items. No, this sucks. Okay. This was what I wanted. No, it's the opposite of what I wanted. Okay. I'm just going to keep doing this until they get it right. Now he's going to fling the hammer over. Blue's got the hammer. So now green can pick up the cane, and we can forget about that stupid bomb. I think I may have done more tosses than were necessary there. I got kind of lost. Trade. So I need blue to get the hammer. No. Not true. I need the hammer to be on this square so blue can pick it up when he walks there with his cane. No. Because if that were true, he would walk onto the hammer, throw away his cane, and throw caution to the winds and keep moving, because he has a hammer, not a cane. See, that way, he stops, and in the opposite way, if he went there with a cane but arrived and picked up a hammer, he would keep moving. Reasonably sure. I mean, in some sense, the only possible move is we have to do that at some point, right? It doesn't have to be now. But we do have to do this. Get the hammer to that square. Ah! Get blue to stop here with the hammer, with the cane, and then drop a hammer on him. Now, I'm not currently set up to do that. If green had the hammer instead of the cane, I can make him pick up a cane here and throw the hammer. So, but that means I need green to have the hammer while there's a cane here, and blue has the other cane. To get a cane here, I think I'm there, right? I just have to do this. Yeah. Okay, so let's go look at this one. Ah! There is a reason to put stuff up there. If you throw another... I was coming back here to see what would happen if this cane were thrown up there. Or if an item were thrown up there, which I guess is my hammer. The item falls off. And notably, it does not trigger single-use broken ground. I see. So, to solve this level, we're going to have to get a cane here and a hammer here, right? Which I think if I just throw any other item on top of this, I will achieve. There's a bomb over there. So... the order in which I do all this stuff seems important. I need a cane thrown first. No. Because when you throw an item and it bounces off another item, the one that was originally there just stays there. Right? Let me just confirm that, I guess. No. The one you throw lands on top of the other item and displaces the item that was originally there. So I guess it doesn't matter which item whether I do this one or this one next, right? Because either way, a hammer gets there, and I still... Yeah, so we'll do this one. Why not? RG0, RGO. I still think that's a 0. I mean, kind of the only first move really is something like this. If I wanted, I could have yellow standing here, but then one of the items would be thrown in the trash, which would mean I could no longer move anything, and that's undesirable. So blue, I think, has to do this as his first move, I think. And what does winning this puzzle look like? The only way to get here ever is with a cane, which is not true of this space. If we could get a spring here, then blue could, with the use of a cane, walk here, 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 and bounce into this space. So we have to get a cane here while blue is holding a spring. That would chuck the cane over to yellow, who would happily pick it up. Well, if I do this, I don't really accomplish that. The cane goes here, and I mean, maybe? No, because now I can't ever get to this cane. So I can't have blue catch its item. And then really the only thing to do is throw it back, right? And again, if yellow catches it, it goes into the other item goes into the water, which is no good. So now I don't know, I'm not accomplishing much. I can get an item here if I want. It's sort of the wrong item, and blue can't ever pick it up again, though. Right? I need this item to be a spring, while blue is holding a cane. I'm not sure how I accomplish that, but I'll just keep doing this stuff until something happens. This is almost promising. I did it! Just keep tossing items back and forth until it works for some reason. Oh, no, the order I do this does matter. I have to be holding the bomb, not the cane at the end. That's fine. I can just solve this level and then redo all the item movements. What are we doing here? We have to give the bomb to Gray so that Yellow can blow up into him, right? There's no other thing you could do? So can't we do this? Oh, except it has to be Blue who has the cane. So Blue has to be the one who picks up the bomb. Okay. But if he does that... No, that's fine. That's easy enough. Just do this. There we go. Reset this level and throw items in the correct order. Cane, then hammer, then throw the other cane and pick up a bomb. Because if I had a cane, I would get... Oh no, really? Wait. There's still a cane here. There's no imports or exports, right? Right. Ah, but remember I entered this level with a cane, I think. If I entered this level with nothing, would I be... Well, no, not nothing. I need an item that isn't a cane, I think. Like a hammer or a bomb or something. So I can throw a cane up here. Then throw a hammer up here. So it'll be cane, hammer eventually. And then throw something harmless up here. While picking up a bomb. No. How do I do that? Okay, so... I will have to throw 3 items up here. The first one I throw ends up here. The second one I throw ends up here. The third one I throw ends up here. And the one I pick up while throwing the third item will be in my hands. Which will have to be this bomb. Because holding anything else is a problem. But if I come in with some item, that item will have to be the first thing I throw, will it not? I think so. And it has to be a cane so I can stop here. So I have to enter with a cane. Then pick up a hammer, throw it here so that the hammer can be there. Then pick up a cane. Okay, so it's... Oops. And then pick up my harmless item, so that the devious cane is still trapped on top of that shelf. Okay. And this doesn't export. Alright. So there's some stuff left to do here, but it involves rules I still don't know about, or items I have to import or something to get me to these spaces. Okay, so does any of the knowledge I have gained help me here? I still don't know what this shit is. But I now know it's possible for me to drop items onto gray penguins. So if I could see a way to do that, maybe I could accomplish something. He would drop his mask and pick up the item I gave him. I don't know how that helps. Because I couldn't pick up the mask. Because I don't see how I could throw anything at him at all, but if I could... No, I can't drop anything on this square. There's no plain walls adjacent to it, except this one. And if I throw something moving eastward, it would fall into this water, because it would pass this plain wall first. So I don't think I can, with the tools I currently have, give anything to that gray penguin. And these gray penguins... I mean, they are provocative, right? Why are they gray penguins and not just solid walls? I wonder if, like, this mask is like, it turns all animals of this type and color gray. And there's like a yellow penguin under here, and if I made him drop his mask, he would turn yellow, and so would these guys, or something like that, right? Then I could maybe start importing yellow penguins to a bunch of other puzzles. Or exporting yellow penguins with a cane or something from this level. Something like that. Here's a question. Are there any yellow penguins in here at all? Like, could I export? No, none of these have export tags. And none of these guys is yellow. So I can't get a yellow penguin with an item from here. There's a yellow penguin here. Wait a minute. When I solved the puzzle by getting red a cane here, the puzzle changed. Now the goal is to get yellow here. If I could get yellow a cane? It would have to be, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm not sure what I could do from transition that would... There's yellow walrus with a cane. Oops. That's actually kind of interesting, because we've learned that if you have two animals of the same color, they move together. So if I do this, my life just gets harder for no reason. which I guess is cool. Okay. Well, let's go have a look at accumulation, I suppose. I know about importing red with a cane, but I don't actually know what the base version of this puzzle is, huh? Where did I get red with a cane? Up here. For which I need a spring. So now I can see what the base version of this puzzle is. It's red without a cane. I mean, I have no idea what's going on this screen. Whether I want red to have a cane or not is a total mystery. There's fish, just an item out in the middle of the ocean for some reason. What the hell? Clearly we have to start here with herrings. Oh, well, that's what kind of fish they are. They're herrings. And then... I mean, you can't go anywhere, so it's got to be green. Who does this first? Eat. Ooh. So do I have to, like, eat all the fish before I can declare victory? I think so. Yeah, because he escaped, but the level's not over. The level's still not over. Go eat the last fish. The level's over. Okay, so we learned that. Each herring must be eaten. Got it. No problems there. Banquet. If there's more than one herring on a square, you have to cross it that many times. Ah, but if you land on it, you get all the fish. If you pass over it, you just get one of the fish. So complicated. So that means green has to get here to finish the level, right? Which is no problem. So yeah. Actually, I'm sort of curious. He gets them all if he goes, no, this doesn't count. That doesn't count as landing. Okay, good to know. So, okay, the puzzle, this level looks extremely imposing. But the first one you get into is like, yeah, that's no problem. Oh, there's a cane here. Okay, well, let's see what's going on with oscillation. There's a herring over there. Okay, so we gotta get launched there, maybe? Seems impossible. Or does it? I guess what has to happen is red has to get to this square without going to this one. So the blue can hit him with a hammer, knocking him onto this square while there's still ground there to bounce back and forth and fly out. Okay. Don't do that, kid. You eat herrings when you land? Oh, yeah, or this. Spring can rebound on top of broken. Yeah, I don't know if I knew that, but as soon as I saw this level, it was clear that must be how things worked. Because there's no other possible solution, really. Oh. There's a herring out here. I imagine Gray's gonna have to eat this. We have to launch him into it somehow. There's a lot of herring on this level. Huh. Okay, interesting. Noodling. There are 5 herring. we have 5 animals. So I guess we have to do this so that Gray can eat one. Sure. Chumming. There are 4 herrings and 5 animals, so one of them could conceivably not eat a herring. Why don't I just call them fish? Fewer syllables. But most of them do have to eat something. Well, I guess it's going to be Red who doesn't eat something. Because the only way for anyone to be launched, well, to get into water on this level, is to be launched. And the only way to be launched with the tools currently at my disposal is with a hammer, which Red has and nobody else can take. Could I do some weird import here? No, I only have access to a green penguin, so I can't influence this level. So Red has to hammer everybody into fish. Which means, in order to get this fish, Red will have to hammer himself into the weather. So we have to get this one last. We have to get people standing here, here, and here in order to win. To get these 3 fish, rather, let's say. Oh, I guess that's not... It's not true that you have to do this last, because maybe I could do that, right? But if I do, I don't see how Gray is ever going to eat a fish, and we need him to. Yeah, so it does have to be Gray last, and it has to be by being hammered into and then out of the weather. Well, I mean, we could start by hammering Gray into the darkness straight away, I guess. But then I can't get anyone here. Well, not with that line, anyway. Oh, wait a minute, why not? But I now can't get a... Yeah, I can. But now, really, I can't get blue back to this square, can I? I mean, I literally can. But I don't... I don't see how I can win, because I can't get blue here and here. You can't be in both of those places. So, to get here, we need red on one of these 2 spaces. But then I need red to, like, teleport here, which he obviously can't do. This is the first fish puzzle that has not been just like, oh yeah, here's the answer. I guess fish are kind of constraining how you... I mean, everything constrains how you solve the puzzle, right? But, like, fish outside the puzzle care about how you eject, where you eject someone. And fish inside the puzzle care about the path you took to get there. If there were... Like, a lot of puzzles only have one unique path. And so adding herring to the inside of the puzzle wouldn't do anything. But I assume there are some where, like, yeah, there's lots of paths you could take, and the herring constrain which one you must take. This is not one of those, though. It cares how we launch animals. So, what's the first move here? Obviously this feels good, because we have to get gray there eventually, and it puts red in a spot that doesn't look terrible. But I don't know whether it's actually good. We could try and stop him on this square. We can't stop him on this square, though, because that would mean there's an animal here. And stopping here would launch that animal to this space, which has to be where gray exits. So the question is, do we want red to stop here or here? Let's say we wanted him to stop here. How would we do that? There's numerous ways. We could either put green down here, and then red comes in, and isn't that lovely? But what good is red really doing on this square right now? All he can do that he couldn't do before is move up this area. But if he does that, he has to launch somebody or fall into the water himself. And none of those can possibly lead to a solution. We need all the walruses launched elsewhere, and we need red to not just start the puzzle by killing himself. So I don't think getting red to stop here is a good idea. And like I said, getting him to stop here... Oops. We could do that. We could get him to stop here, but it would rescue one of our other animals prematurely. So I think we do actually have to start with the natural seeming line of hammering gray. Then what? We can't just go up, so we have to move a walrus. And if red's next move is to move left, no matter what I do with the walruses, I argue that that would lead to defeat. Because where does red stop if he moves left? If he stops here, then we're hitting another seal to at least this far. But it can't just be this far, because if there's another animal here, then we're launching a seal, walrus. And if it's this far, then, like, that would mean there has to be a walrus here, which is impossible. So if red moves left, he launches a walrus or kills himself. So red's next move must be to go up. So I have to get yellow out of the way. So our next move can't be to move blue up, because then yellow is stuck and there's no way to unstick him. So our next move is either... Well, it also can't be to move green right. Our next move is either yellow left or green down. Those are the only two possible moves we could make right now. Green down looks very appealing, actually. Because then I can just line up all of these losers to go have their yummy snacks. Right? They're all facing the fish they want to eat. Problem is, this is not a win. Because I can't actually hit blue from the right direction. Right? Yeah, so how does red get here? He has to get here in order to hammer some walrus into this. I guess he could get there by hammering a walrus who's standing there to the right, where gray starts but no longer is. So something like this. Right? Something like that, but not quite that. There. No. Well, maybe. Yes. I just have to be a little bit less enthusiastic. Hit. Only now... No. Blue has to come up here and green go this way? No. This is so complicated. There we go. Okay, so reasoning through what moves were possible at the beginning got me close enough to the end that I could just eyeball it. Alright, I don't think I'm going to tackle another puzzle today. We made a lot of great progress. We beat the game. And then we also beat Pass. And we got through a chunk of... There's 81 puzzles! Okay, that's a lot. We got through a chunk of accumulation. So, I mean, I doubt I'll 100% this game. I'm just not that good at games and puzzles. But I'm still interested, still having fun, learning new things. I'm happy to continue going, but I never promised 100% anything, because I almost never do. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.